pull the dash right off here. This radio is secured with 4 more 7mm bolts. The radio will pull right out. Disconnect the harness. Comes with 2 different harnesses. You'll notice one's rounded and one's squared. You'll need to check with your vehicle inside after you unplug your factory harness to make sure which one you have. One will be used and one will not. This one has the rounded harness. This also comes with everything we need for steering wheel controls. It'll be pre-programmed in this box. Just need to refer to your instruction manuals, how to set the dip switches. And for this particular, we're putting in an Alpine unit. So we're going to set this dial to switch number 1. So when I'm doing a radio install, I like to take the shortest wires, get everything level, and cut them to that level. So then all my wires, all my runs are going to be exactly the same. So we're going to strip back our wires here, all the necessary wires. And we'll do the same here on our harness. On this particular vehicle, if it does have a factory amplifier, there are some extra steps you need to take. You will have to hook up wires, your speaker wires, a little differently, because if it has a factory amplifier, it only takes 2 channels of input for your factory amplifier. So you will lose your fade. Your balance will still work, but if you go all the way to the front or the rear, however you have it hooked up, that's the output that you will get. So now I'm going to connect all my corresponding wires together. I'm going to solder my wires together here. Make sure you get your solder gun heated up. Again, heat until the wire will pull the solder in. I'm going to tape these wires up. All wires not used, make sure they are taped off as well. Just because they're not being used doesn't mean they don't have power on them. We'll finish our install with some zip ties. Again, just to tidy everything up, make sure no wires get caught up anywhere, pulled apart or anything like that. All right, this harness that comes with our box is for steering wheel controls. This blue-yellow wire will not be used in this installation. You can refer to the instructions. That's only for Kenwood and JVC radios. So we're still going to tape that off. Get plugged in here. Go ahead and plug the rest of these into our box. For this installation, we also will not be using this cage that is mounted in. So we're going to slide it out of there, or this trim ring. This radio kit will fit on the side of the radio like so, fit into the dash to fill the gaps. So this kit, you want to make sure it's down to the side and it's about level with top and bottom. So when it goes into the dash, it'll pull it in and it'll be level, it'll sit flush. All right. So we'll make sure we make all of our connections. Our box will go behind the radio here. This will plug up to what says mic on the back of the radio. This one will plug up to, it says REM, which is for remote. This will plug up to our antenna adapter and into our radio. We'll slide this into the dash. We'll reinstall our 7mm bolts. Before you reinstall the dash, you want to check the radio to make sure everything functions, so you don't put it all back together for no reason.